Hello, I'm Barbara Cusick, Director of Secondary Curriculum.
And I'm Terry Vogel, Elementary Curriculum Director. We're here today to talk to you about some instruction and curriculum changes or things that you can expect in the upcoming school year. I'm going to talk to you today briefly about the 3 learning options that Ponca City Public Schools will be rolling out for the upcoming school year. The first option is the all on-site learning option. This will be available for pre-K through 12th grade students. Basically, this is traditional school as we all know it. Students going to their school sites and learning in their classrooms. The next option is the blended learning option. This will only be available for 6th through 12th grade students. And this will entail students learning virtually and then attending school sites for certain activities such as athletics or fine arts. The last learning option is the all online learning option, which will be available for kindergarten through 12th grade students. This is a learning option where students will be learning at home virtually while being supervised by a certified teacher. Students and parents will go through an interview process to be accepted into this learning option.
I'm going to talk to you today about distance learning. That will include Google Classroom. Our teachers have spent many hours this summer learning to use Google Classroom. This will allow them to record lessons for your students and post assignments so they can access those lessons or recorded lessons or assignments at home or at school. We'll do practice times during school so that should we experience a closure, your children will be able to access Google Classroom and their assignments and their recorded lessons. And it could be an in-person lesson at home as well as at school. Students will use the Google Classroom daily so they know how to use this should we experience a school closure. We will have virtual practice days within the school day, and during professional development days, we will have a couple of hours of virtual practice at home. This will ensure that our teachers as well as our students know how to access Google Classroom and all of our learning platforms from home.
The next thing that I would like to talk about is some of the virtual learning platforms that will be available to students throughout the school year. Ponca City Public Schools has worked tirelessly this summer to ensure that we have alignment with all of our virtual options so that students across the district will be logging in and using common platforms. So for pre-K through 5th grade students, they will have a program called ST Math, which will be available to them. And pre-K through 7th grade students will have Imagine Learning, Language and Literacy, and Math available to them. And a lot of our parents that experienced a closure with us in the spring will be really familiar with both these platforms because these were available during our closure in the spring. Another platform that we will have available for students pre-K through 8th grade will be our Renaissance Learning Suites. All of these programs could be used to assign students different assignments within those platforms to work through when they are at home or at school.
The virtual online requirements will require the parent to complete an inventory or an application, and return that to Michael Young, our coordinator of virtual online programs. There will be an interview process set up with the student and the parent to ensure that this is a great option for our students. Students will be required to work daily on their virtual programs. There will be a certified teacher that will monitor their progress and ensure that they are working and are not struggling with certain standards. If the students are struggling with standards, our teachers will meet either virtually or in person to provide some interventions for those students. Students will also have to meet face-to-face with the teacher to take their test when that time comes within the program. They must be available to meet on a weekly basis with their teacher, and that could be either face to face or virtually through Google Meet or a Zoom meeting. We will also require the parents to have an active part in their child's learning. They will need to monitor their children to make sure that they are logging on and working each day, and there's a dashboard that will enable them to track this on a daily basis. Parents must be able to transport their students to the specific site where they can meet with their teacher face to face, and they must agree to a weekly communication with the teacher. The virtual option will only be successful if parents, teachers, and students work together to ensure that the best learning environment for each child is available. We're also completing a grant that will allow virtual libraries for your students, so they will be able to check out books virtually and read those books from home.
We hope that this upcoming school year will be a great school year for all of our parents, students, and teachers. If you have any questions regarding anything mentioned in this video, you can call the Board of Education office and ask for the curriculum department. Our number at the Board of Education office is 580-767-8000. Thank you.